Hello everyone. Thank you to everyone who's joining. Um, Last week we talked about how I got to a place of helping brides and grooms with their wedding party gifting. But today I wanted to come back this week and talk about the mistakes that I made that caused my gifts to be so forgettable. Some of them may have been obvious, but I want to come and point out some specific ones. But for those who are new around here, my name is Amy Cole. I'm a personal gift consultant and I create beautiful and personalized wedding party gifts for brides and grooms so that they can have a memorable gifting experience. Um, so, I wanted to come back and talk about those mistakes because I made quite a few of them. Um, but there are four mistakes in particular that I believe caused my gifts to be forgettable. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes, especially if you are trying to create a memorable gifting experience for your bridesmaids and groomsmen. So let's get into it. Um, Here are the four mistakes that I believe you should avoid in your wedding party gifting. The first mistake that I made was choosing the vessel before choosing the items, the gift items, right? Um, I made the mistake of falling in love with this box that wasn't right for the gift items that I ended up using. And I want to back up because when I say I made the mistake of choosing the vessel before choosing the gift items, what I mean by vessel is that the thing that you're going to present your gift items in, whether it be a box, bag, or basket, right? So I call it a vessel because people use different um, things to present their gifts in. But I made the mistake of choosing my vessel before I chose my gift items. Um, but I chose the box well before I knew what I was going to put in it. And that was a mistake. I knew my wedding colors, and I just decided that that was going to be the box. And that was the wrong move because that box did not, the items did not fit well into that box, which did not give the gift any visual appeal, right? So a few weeks back, I talked about, in a previous video, I talked about four parts of a great wedding party gifting plan. And if you haven't watched that video, you can go back and watch it if you would like. I did put the link to that video in the description of this video. But in that plan, the vessel is something that should be chosen in part three of the plan. So obviously, I jumped the gun and chose a box that wasn't right for the gift that I ultimately ended up giving. And that is the first mistake I made in, creating gifts that were so forgettable. Um, Mistake number two is I did not consider the likes and wants of our bridesmaids and groomsmen. Considering their likes and wants would have helped me to personalize the gifts um, to help us communicate our gratitude to the people that were in our wedding party. Um, Basically, letting them know that we thought about each of them as an individual and as a group, and that the gifts were thoughtfully created with them in mind. So, if when you create gifts that are personalized, when you create gifts for a wedding party and you try to personalize them, I'm not saying that you need to create gifts for each individual, right? Different gifts for each individual. But what I am saying is that I should have considered the likes and wants of them as a group and of each individual within the group so that I could, one, create the type of gift that is fitting for them as a group and include items within the gift that were personalized to the individuals in the group, right? Or in my wedding party. So that was mistake number two. Mistake number three is I didn't have a plan. Now, who is surprised that this is in the list? Put a one in the comments if you knew that this was coming, especially if you watched last week's video. Because I definitely said in last week's video, I did not have a plan. Um, but, I had a vision, but I did not think through the people that were in the wedding party. I didn't think through my ideas, and I definitely did not have a shopping list, right? Um, I didn't select specific items other than that box before running out to the stores. And, um, when I got to the store, I was going off my feelings and not really knowing if they had what I, thought I might want or what I thought I was looking for, right? And that definitely led to a lot of stress, overwhelm, stress, and frustration. And it also, not having a plan, also led me to being over budget and making a lot of returns after the wedding because I had purchased things that I could not use for the gifts or just did not want to use, right? So please don't make this a mistake. Please put together a plan. And like I said, if you um, don't have a plan and you need to create a plan, I put the link to the video where I talk about that. It is in the caption of this video. But the fourth mistake that I made is I did not ask for help sooner. I asked for help the week leading up to my wedding. And not to mention that, I should have started my gifting process a lot sooner and took smaller steps to get everything done. Since I wanted to do it all on my own. But really, when I think back, if I should have taken into account um, all the things that needed my time outside of my wedding task, right? Because I had or have, and just like you have, a life outside of planning your wedding. But if I had considered all the things that would need my time, like my work, things that I need to do at home, um, there, there were events, there were other obligations in my community for my church that I was obligated to, and I did not consider that. But had I considered that, I would have asked for help from the very start. And I wish that there was a me that I was aware of. I wish there was a creatively memorable back when I was getting married during my planning process because I would have definitely used service because I needed the help. But I really want you to avoid this mistake by just taking a look at what's on your plate and be realistic about how much time you can dedicate to getting what you envisioned done. If the time that you have to dedicate to it and your vision does not line up, then trust me, something will suffer. Please believe me, I am experienced in that. So, but like I said, if you realize that you need help, um, definitely ask for help from the very start. You will thank me later. Um, but those are the four mistakes, the four wedding party gifting mistakes that I made that I believe that you should avoid. Um, that is all that I have for you guys today. Type a two in the comments if you thought that this information was helpful for you. Um, yeah, type a two in the comments for me. But If you have any questions or other comments, you can also leave them down in the comment section below. Um, if you want to see our work, we are also on Instagram. So you can go over to Instagram and follow us over there. Check out our work there. Um, you can also check us out on YouTube. We are now on YouTube. Um, and if you can go over there and binge watch the videos if you would like. Uh, but when you go over to YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. I see a two come in. I am glad that is helpful. Thank you, husband. Thank you for joining. Um, but hey, if you are watching the replay, definitely let me know that you stopped by saying hello in the comments. Um, I would definitely appreciate that in knowing that you stopped by to take a look at this video. But if you are ready to get help, um, with having beautiful and personalized gifts created for your bridesmaids and groomsmen that are meaningful and memorable, then I want you to click the link in the caption and schedule a free consultation with me so that we can discuss your gifting vision and how I might be able to help you. But as I said, that is all that I have for you guys today. Um, until next time, happy gifting and many blessings.